Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students. Is my voice audible, ma? Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students. Is my voice audible, ma? Good afternoon. Okay. So, in the last class, what we have seen is what is meant by an exception handling. So, what is an exception? An exception is a runtime error. Okay, and we have seen the types of exceptions like synchronous exception, asynchronous exceptions. What are synchronous exceptions? Any exceptions or any logical error or syntax error, whatever the errors occurred in the program, is nothing but synchronous exceptions, whereas asynchronous exceptions, the exceptions which are occurred beyond the control of program, like the disk failure or hardware malfunctions, all these things are asynchronous exceptions. We have seen this thing yesterday. And exceptional handling is it is a process to handle the exceptions. So the process of handling these runtime errors is done through try, catch, and throw blocks. There are three blocks. So try block consists of the code where an exception is expected. If it consists of the code where there is a chance of exception occurs. So throw block will handle this exception, and if any exception occurs in the try block, this throw keyword will handle those exception and it will throw to the catch block. Yeah. So catch block, this catch block will handle that exception appropriately by sending a message or whatever it is. And so exception mechanism is like this: try, throw, and catch. Okay. We have seen yesterday all these things. We have done a program also. This program is raise an exception if divisible by 0 condition occurs. So here C equals to A divided by B. If the B value any number divisible by 0, then an exception is occurred. That exception is occurred in the try block, and it is the exception is thrown by the throw keyword, and it is handled by the catch block. So this one is also we have seen yesterday. Multiple catch blocks. So multiple catch blocks for one try block, you can have multiple catch blocks. So if in a try block we are having 3 exceptions, then we'll write 3 catch blocks. Okay? So this is how we have seen the program regarding this also. Right? I hope you remember all these things. Now is it audible? Okay. No. Is it audible? Okay. Now is it okay? Now is it audible, ma'am? Yeah. Okay. So catching all exceptions, this is the last topic we have seen yesterday. So if the try block consists of multiple catch blocks, let us take like this, there are 100 exceptions are there in a try block, and we have not we are not able to write all those catch blocks. So what we will do is you will write a single catch block with three dots in the parentheses. So this catch can handle all the exceptions, whatever they will be try block. Okay, so these are all we have seen yesterday, and the program also we have seen. So today's topic is rethrowing an exception. Okay, rethrowing an exception. So see here, what we are doing is rethrowing of exception will occur if there is any inner try block and outer try blocks. If there are two try blocks, what is inner try block and outer try block, then only we can rethrow an exception. Okay, so from inner try block, if we throw an exception to the outer catch block, then it is called as rethrow. So please follow the syntax. Let us take try block is opened here. A try block consists of one more try block, and this try block is having an exception at value. So we are throwing an exception using throw keyword, throw value, and this value is handled by the catch block, the immediate catch block, catch data type argument. So it will handle it, and in this catch block there is one more throw. So an exception occurs in this catch block also. So this throw, this is throwing the argument to the next catch blocks. Okay, so there is an outer try block and an inner try block. So inner try block consists of the catch block immediately, and the outer catch block after the main try block we are having the outer catch block. Okay, so let us see with a simple example. Yeah. Rethrowing an exception. So see here, in the main we are declaring a variable a and initializing the value for a equals to 1, and we are writing a try block. In the try block we are writing an inner try block here. So in this inner try block I am throwing an exception, throw a. So now what I am throwing is the value in the a, it is 1. So this is handled by the immediate catch block. It's not audible properly. I hope now it is audible. Is it audible now, ma? Now is it audible? Yeah. Okay. So rethrowing an exception. Rethrowing of an exception can be done by the outer try blocks and inner try blocks. If you consider this program consists of a variable a equals to 1 and we have a try block. So this is the outer try block and we have one more inner try block inside the try block. So this try block in the inner try block, we are throwing a variable, we are throwing an exception a. So that the A consists of 1, it is thrown to the catch block. So the immediate catch block, catch int of x, what it is showing is exception is in inner try block. It is showing like this, and this catch block consists of one more throw exception. So it is throwing an exception to the outer try block. Okay, so see here, inside one try block is there. Inside that we have a try block with the catch block. Okay, right? So try block with immediate catch block is the inner try block and catch blocks, and the outer one is to the first try block. Okay, so the last catch is handling the value of x, and it is showing that exception in outer try block, and return the 0. See here, the main motto of rethrowing an exception is there will be an inner try block and there will be an outer try block. Okay. Right. Let us execute the same thing in Dev C++. You will understand that how it is working. Yeah. So int a equals to 1. Try the outer. This is outer try block, and this is the inner try block. So inner try block is throwing an exception here, and this exception is handled by the catch block, and it is displaying the message exception in error try block. Okay, so this inner catch block is again throwing an exception x, which is handled by the outer catch. Okay, so let us see this thing will execute this program. Okay. As we have copied from the PPT, it is not working. We have one more. Let us come back. Right now. One Okay. So we have written capital letters for the keywords, so that's why it didn't work properly. Okay. So see here we are initializing a variable a equals to 1, try block, outer try block. This one is outer try block, and in this outer try block we are having inner try block, which is throwing an exception. Okay, and this exception is handled by the catch block, and it is displaying a message exception is in inner try block, and this catch block is having another exception, so it is throwing an exception, and this exception is handled by the outer catch block. Okay, so this catch block system is yeah. So this catch block is accessing the outer try block. Okay, so let us see the output. See here, the exception in the inner try block is executed, and as well as the exception in outer try block is also executed. Both the lines of the code is executed. Okay, exception in inner try block is executed, as well as the exception in outer try block is also displayed, right? So no, the system is not working. So what is the read-through is we have inner try block and outer try block. Right. Next. Okay. Yeah. So there are some standard exceptions here. So I got that this is the last topic in this training. Standard exceptions. So there are some standard exceptions in C++ which are declared under the class called as an exception. So exception is a class which consists of all the exception types. Okay, and these are arranged in the parent-child class hierarchy, and the base class for all these classes is the keyword exception itself, and all exceptions are derived from the std exception class. If you see this, the last line, all exception classes are derived from std exception class. Okay, so let us see the types of standard exceptions here. So see here, the first one, standard scope resolution operator exception. This std is going to be the parent class of all C++ exceptions. Okay, so the std exception is going to be the parent class for all the exception occur in our program. Okay, and the next one, logic error. See, logic error exceptions may occur in our program, the logical programs, and these logic programs. In logic programs, we have 4 different types of errors occurring. The first one is the domain error, and the exception occurs due to the use of invalid domains. If there are any invalid domains declared, then a logical error will occur. And the second one is invalid argument. Invalid argument, this will occur if you declare any invalid arguments which is not used in execution. So if you write like that, invalid arguments, then it is going to show invalid argument exception. Next, out of range. Out of range, if you take like this, if you are declaring an array, in array the size is 5, and if you are using the 6th or 7th seventh element, then the out of range exception is going to occur. Next one is length error. This exception occurs due to the length error. The length, we'll show these things in a simple example. Next one is runtime error. Runtime error. See, STD is going to be the parent class. In the parent class, the first one is logic error. Logic error consists of all these four things: domain error, invalid argument, out of range, and length error. And the second one in this STD is runtime error. So in runtime error, exceptions occur during the runtime is called as runtime errors, and the first one is a range error. Uh, this exception occurs due to the range errors in the internal computations. While performing any internal computations, if the range is not appropriate, then this range error occurs. And one more thing is overflow error and underflow error. Overflow means if the arithmetic exception occurs due to arithmetic overflow. And underflow. Size in size declarations, while declaring the sizes, if you declare more and if you use less, it is underflow. And if you declare size and if you size is less and if you want to access more, then it is overflow. So like this errors is there. Next one is bad alloc. Bad alloc is this exception occurs when there is a bad memory allocation is there. With when the memory is allocated is through new keyword only. So there may be a chance of occurring an exception if we are not allocating the proper memory to the new through new. Next, bad cast. Bad cast. It is the exception occurs when the dynamic casting fails. So while doing the casting, type casting, there is any dynamic changes in the casting, then this error occurs. The bad exception, this is an unexpected exception occurs while executing a program dynamically. And the bad type ID, the last one, bad type ID. Type ID means if you are defining one type and if you are accessing one data type, then we get a bad type ID concept. Okay. So these are the standard exceptions occur in the C++. For all these things, the parent thing is STD exception, which has the logic error, runtime error, bad allocation error, bad exception, and bad type ID. Okay. I hope we have a problem with the voice. No? So do one thing. You attempt the quiz as of now. Attempt the quiz. Okay. So with that, 50 unit is completed, and I hope one concept is there. It is stack unwinding. So one concept is there, that is stack unwinding. Is it audible now? Please respond. Please respond. Is it audible now? Please respond. Yeah. So we have only one topic left, that is stack unwinding. So exceptional handling is very small area. So let us do some programs on this one. Okay, no? So if you see this program, this example 1, what we have done is we have declared a variable int x, and we have taken two more variables a comma b. So we are giving input for a and b. Okay. So try block is started here. If not of a greater than b, it means that if a is not greater than b, then this is going to be executed. Okay, a is smaller than. Otherwise, throw x. We are throwing an exception. See here, throwing of exceptions can be done in three ways. No? One is throw space x we can put, or throw of x. Here we are using parentheses. Anyway, we can use anyways, no problem. So if a is greater than, if a is not greater than b, then the if statement is going to be executed. If a is greater than b, then else statement is going to be executed. So in the else statement, we are throwing an exception x. Okay. So see here, here catch, it is catching the x value. X is nothing but a value, right? Sorry, no, x value. A is greater than b. See here in this program, in try block, exception occurs in the else block only. The else block only. So what will be the output for this one? Can I expect output in the chat box? No? Can I expect output in chat box? Is it audible? Yeah. See this example. See this example and type the output in the chat box. Okay. So first line will be enter values a comma b, and let us take the values for a comma b. A is 5 and b is 3. Let us take like this. A is 5 and b is 3. Yeah. If you give the values a as 5 and b as 3, what is the output? Nobody is giving the answers. A is greater than B. Yeah, A is greater than B. Okay. A value is 5 and B value is 3. It means that A is greater than B. Okay, normally you are saying that A is greater than B. Okay, right. Okay. Okay. So let us go to the next program. See this one. See this one. So where is main here? So where is main here? Main is here. Okay. So in that main, what is the first sentence we are going to get? Testing multiple catches. Okay. C out x equals to 1. Okay. So test of 1. So 1 is been, so test of 1 is the function. Go to the void test int x, the left side. So x value is 1 here. And we have a try block here. In the try block, if x equals to 1. So what we are transferring here, test of 1, we are transferring 1 only. So x consists of 1. 1 equals to 1. So throw 1. Exception, throw 1 is done. Okay, throw 1. So which catch block is going to take that exception? See here, see in the program. Test 1. Test 1. It means that in the function test int of x, in the x place we are putting 1. So if x equals to 1, it means that 1 equals to 1 and throw 1 is activated. So which catch block is going to be executed? Caught an integer. Yes. So this. Caught an integer is yes. Okay. So next line. What is the next line? Test 0. Test 0. So it means that x value is 0 here, and if 0 equals to 1, is it correct? No. So else if x 0 equals to 0, yes, this is correct. So now which one is activated? Which exception is thrown? The character exception is thrown with the character x. Now, so where is the character in the catch blocks? Here. Here we have a character in the catch block. So this one is going to be executed. See here, the catch blocks will not execute. What I want to say here is catch block will not execute in a order wise, but it will execute in the try blocks. Whatever the exception occurs first, then that exception is going to be executed first, and the second exception is going to be executed second. Okay. So here, see here, test -1. Test -1. So which one is going to be activated? Else if x double equals to -1, throw 5.0 f. F is nothing but a float value. So here where we have float, catch float of d is going to get executed, right? And next one, test 12. Test 12. So see here, is there any value which is 12? X equals to 1 is there, x equals to 0, x equals to -1, x equals to 2 is there. Is there any exception which is x equals to 12? No, we don't have that thing. So it will terminate, it will come out of the loop, it won't execute anything, right? So no catch block is executed. Is it correct? No catch block is executed. Is it correct? For test 12, this test 12 is a function. It means that x is the 12 value here. So x is 12. Here x equals to 1, x equals to 0, x equals to -1, x equals to 2. But we don't have x equals to 12. The value which we are giving here is not present in any try block. So it is this will terminate and no catch block is executed. Okay. So next one, test 2. Test 2. So here x value is 2, and I hope that this one is going to execute it. Else if x equals to 2, right? So we are throwing caught a string value. What is true value? What is this one? This is a constant character message. So the output for this one will be message. Okay. Okay. Shall we execute this program? Shall we execute this program in Dev C++? Let's see. Again, we will get errors. There are so many capital letters in this one. Yes. So main is here. What will be the first statement here? Is this the first statement? Yes. So next x equals to 1. Or 1 is here. Okay. Let us see first compile it and execute this one. Example 2. Example 2. There are no errors. Luckily, we don't have any errors. Okay. Okay. Rather than this, we'll see in the Dev C++. Okay. Right? Please verify the output whether it is correct or not. Shall I put this one in PPT itself? Yeah. First is If anyone has doubts in this program, please comment in the chat box. Program execution starts from main, so we should check from main itself. Okay. Balaji Ganesh, so he is clear with the program. Any other? Only few persons are giving reply. Only few persons are giving reply. All others, remaining others. Okay. Sriharsha is clear. Okay. Okay. Then let us go. Let us go with the next example. Let us go with the next example. So now let us see this example. So see here let us go to the first main function directly. So in main function we are having inside main one message is there. So we have a try block here. In this try block we are having a function divide with the arguments with the values 10.5 and 2.03. So this is going to be executed first. Divide function with two parameters 10.5 and 2.03. So let us go shift to the function void divide double x and double y. So here x consists of 10.5 and y consists of 2.03. So we are inside a function. So now try block is there. If y equals to 0.0, what is the value of y? We have given here 2.03. So this condition is failed. We don't have any exception here. So we'll go to the else block. In else block, division equals to x by y. It means that 10.5 divided by 2.03. Whatever the value we are having, we'll get that value and we will exit from this function. And no catch block is executed here. Why? Because we are not throwing any exception here. So try catch block will not be executed. So we'll again return to the function. Yes. Second function. What is the second function here? Divide 20, 0 20.0, 0.0. So x value is 20 and y value is 0. So now here x is 20 and y is 0. Okay. Again we enter into the try block. Y equals to 0. Yes. Y equals to 0. So now we are throwing an exception. We are throwing an exception through y. So y consists of 0 here. So directly it will go to the catch block here. And this one what we are writing is catch double inside function. We are displaying a message that a catch double inside a function. And here in this catch block, after execution of this statement, we have one more exception here. One more exception. It means that this catch block is throwing one more exception to the okay. It is throwing one more exception. Okay, right. This exception is handled here. See here, catch double, and this is caught in main function. See here now. What is the example? What is this example for? This is rethrowing, right? We have two tries here. One try is there in the main, and one more try is there in function directly. Okay. So let us see once again this one into main try block. In the try block, the first one is into 10 point. Sorry. The value is 10.5 and 0.23 is transferred to the function here double x and double y 10.5 and 2.03. So in try block y equals to 0. As y value is 2.03, then there won't be any throw here. So directly we'll execute division equals to x by b. But if it is divided 20.0 and y value is 0 here, if the y value is 0 here, then there will be an exception. An exception is thrown here. What is the exception? What value we have in y? We have 0.0. This is thrown and this one is caught by this catch, the immediate catch of the try block. And it is displaying that catch double inside function, and we are throwing a function. We are throwing a exception again, and this exception is handled in this main. After the immediate completion of this try block, it is going to be executed. Okay, so catch double will catch that x value and will display caught in main function. So now say what will be the output for this? What will be the sequence of output? What will be the sequence of output? What will be the output? What will be the first statement? Is it inside main? Are you able to hear more? Is it inside main? Yes. After that, we are entering into try block. We have a function divide, so we'll enter into divide here. And what will be the second output? Inside function. Inside function. So first one is inside main and second one is inside function. And now try equals to here if y equals to 0, so it is not 0, so we'll directly enter into this one. So division is performed here. 10.5 divided by 2.0, we will get approximately 5, 4 point something or 5. Let us take 5. Yeah, 5.5. So again the second function here we are second function is called, which has 20 and 0 as the inputs. So now here x have 20 and y is 0. In try block we are going with y equals to 0. Yes, y equals to 0. So now we are throwing an exception. We are throwing 0. So this one is caught here, and we will get caught double inside function. Is it correct? Caught double inside function is executed. Caught double inside the function, yes. And this also has one more exception. So it is throwing an exception here. Okay, so this one is handled by this catch block. So what will be the next output here? Caught in main function. And finally, we will have end of main. Okay, so in order, let us see in order: inside main, inside function, division of x by y, and the caught double inside function, followed by end of function. Sorry. End of function, and followed by caught in the main function, and the final one is end of main. So let us execute this. Let us execute this. Let's compile it. So this is example 3. So luckily we don't have errors now also. Okay. Excellent. Right. Is this what? Okay. So first one is inside main is not there. It's not displayed here. Okay. Inside main. Inside main is the first one. Second one is inside function here. Okay. And And what is the third one? Division x by y. Okay, and next one is this one will execute. So again inside function we have exception here y. So exception y means caught a double inside function. It is executed. After this we have one more throw here, and this throw will go to here directly, and the caught in the main function will happen. After this one, end of main, right? So from here this won't be executed. End of function, okay, end of function will be executed immediately after this one. This one, right? Okay, is it clear? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubts, no? Yeah. Okay. So standard exceptions, and so this is our end of the session. This is the end of the session. End of session. And I think we are missing one point, that is stack unwinding. Stack unwinding. We will see in the next class. We have one more class tomorrow. We will complete that topic followed by all programs. Okay, let me explain you what is okay, tomorrow. So as of now, is it clear my exceptional handling? As of now, exceptional handling is clear. If you have any doubts regarding exceptional handling, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. If you have any doubts also, you can ping me.